Alright, welcome. Let's do another problem. Still feeling a little under the weather, so ISO hash. I saw a problem here. I actually want to try this one. I've heard this problem before, so yeah. So another leak code. Let's keep going. Given two strings S and T and determine if they're isomorphic, two strings S and T are isomorphic. Character S can be replaced with T. All occurrences of a character must be replaced with another character while preserving the orders of characters. No two characters may map to the same characters, but a character may map to itself. True. If the characters in S can be replaced to get T. Okay, what? E, mapping E to A, G to D, G to D. The strings S and T can be made up. Oh, only one letter per character. So if there's like a repeat, that's not good. Okay, but this is true though. Oh, okay. Can be made identical as O needs to be mapped to both A and wait, what? Wait, is that bad if you do that? Oh, they have to be the same character. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a little tricky. Hold on. So E and A is good. G and G is good. But they have to be mapped to the same letter. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I was thinking where we can just iterate through and say, okay, if they're not in their list or a hash map, I guess. Right? So we can do this, right? We can iterate through E. So E is not in our thing, so E, put this, and A. Okay, I have another idea. We can do this instead. We have E, right? We're gonna have a list of things here, right? Or matter of fact, okay, I got an idea. We'll just set the value. We don't even need really a list. We can set this value here. Like, okay, we'll set the, like, what they're mapped to. G is mapped to D, and G, again, let's say G is in the thing. We're gonna check if it's currently mapped to, right? Also, is S and T always gonna be the same length? That's perfect, okay. So, do E to A, G to D, and then G is going to go here. And let's say G is in the map, right? G is in the map, then check if the value is equal to the other one. If it is, then we're good, and we'll finish the loop and return true. Otherwise, return false. Okay, I think that's pretty simple. Okay, so we'll have a hash map, right? We'll do this. For every letter 1 and letter 2 in zip of S and T, right? If L1, okay, let's try this. Let's do first if hash map, if L1 in hash map, then we need to do something else, right? Else, right? Then check and I guess the hash map at L1 does not equal the L2, then return false. Otherwise, we can just hash map L1 to be equal to L2 here, and then return true. All right. Wrong answer. All right, let's really understand this here. So we have, this is supposed to be false, but I extend true because B maps to B, A maps to A, D maps to B. No, they're not. D is not supposed to map with B. Okay, I see. Maybe I'll do it in another case, right? Right, if L1 in hash map and hash map, right? So the problem here is because D and B, what can I do? Why is this one false again? It's supposed to be a one-way mapping. Or okay, I guess it's check. I can check if L2 in hash map and L2 does not equal L1. Return false, I guess. Okay, it doesn't mess that up. Fuck. Okay. Okay, maybe I should put it this way too. L2 is equal to L1, and we'll do the same thing here, right? Right. If L2 in hash map, L2 does not equal L1, then yeah. Okay, it's this specific one. Okay. Okay, I just need to figure out my problem here. So the problem I came across was this one right here, right? So this one's failing because I'm saying true when it shouldn't be. And why is it technically false? Because, okay, B maps to B. A maps to A. I am assuming it's because I can't, the inverse, all occurrences of a character must be replaced with another character while preserving the order of the characters. No two characters may map to the same character. Okay, so you just can't map. So S and T can be identified by O needs to map to A and R. Exactly, it's being mapped to more than one. But this one I can map P to T, and all occurrences of T will be the same. A to I. So it's just basically every single letter has to be mapped to a unique character, even for duplicates. But like the problem is B to B, A to A, D to B, D to B, C to A. I'm assuming it's also the opposite too, you know? So I'm assuming, like, let's say, okay, if L2 in hash map and hash map L2 does not equal L1, also return false, right? But why do I fit here? Because I to A. So P maps to T, A maps to I. Let's write this down. So P maps to A, and A maps to P, and P maps to T. I'm sorry, T and T A, and then A maps to I, and then P maps to T. We already set that. E maps to L. E maps to L. Oh, no, that's fine. Then R. This is true. Wait, what? Okay, so it's not the other way around. Okay, that's why it fails. But why does this fail? Every single character. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. This one, D can't go to B anymore because it's a reserve. That's why it's false. Okay. I just can't do the reverse thing. Okay. So this is just checking if we've this is for duplicate letters. Now I need to check for if another character is trying to map. Yeah, that's why I think this is a good idea. So let's do this. We should do this, but so this first check is checking for duplicates, and making sure that new mapping is going to be preserved, right? Now this is the second case. If L2, not L2, if let's say our current letter, and if L2, okay, so yeah, no, that's fine. So let's check if basically if L2 in hash map, right? Not L2, L1. So DB. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. So D is not in hash map. Okay, that's why. But the B is. So that's why I should check. Brother, what? That's why I should check if L2 in hash map and L2 in L1. Right? This, I should expect false. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, that's why. This was failing because of this, right? Now this fails because I'm saying... Wait, why am I saying false? No, it's not that all there is. The reason why this is false is because we're trying to map D to B, but when B's been already signed. That's my problem. Okay. So how do I check for that? Basically just check if D is in. Okay, so we know D is not gonna be in the list or their map, but we know the B is, like B to B, B to B, and B to B. Oh god, actually there's only gonna be one instance. Interesting. But yeah, I just realized it's gonna override it. That's fine. I guess I'll have one. If it's the same letter, that's fine. Regardless, if this was a different letter, I can't reuse it again either. So that takes care of the duplicate. So I'll have the latest thing. But now I just need to check. Okay, basically just check if L2 in hash map and hash map of L2 if the L2 is in a hash map equals L1, then return false. So like if it equals oh yeah, I can't. Yeah. If L2 in hash map, then return false. Yeah. If L1 hash map and yeah. So what's just gonna happen is D's gonna be alright. We know that L1 is not in that, so it's not gonna bother checking this. We are gonna check this and it's gonna verify that. So D and B is perfect. Okay, well B is gonna be checked. Okay, is B in hash map? Yes. So don't even bother trying to map it because it's been mapped. Yeah. This might fail then. Ooh, yeah, this might. Is T in hash map? Yes, it is. So that might fail. Well, okay. This is gonna skip, but this won't skip. Okay, I need to make sure something else. Okay, I'm checking. Okay, if that it's in the hash map, T and P is there, but oh no, what am I doing? So P and T. P and T. Okay, I'm actually being stupid as fuck right now. Both of these are trash. Let me really think about this. So P maps to T. We go A maps to I. And then we come across P again. And what I'm basically checking for is, okay, if L1 in hash map and the hash map of L1, if it doesn't equal a new one, if it doesn't equal the same letter as it's already been set, right, then return false. There's no point of checking further. But now the another case, so we return false. This is why it's false. Oh, what? Oh no, this is not. Well, this is gonna be true because yeah, it is the same letter. So we continue. We basically reset it again, but doesn't really matter. Then I say okay. Then E maps to L. Then R maps to E. What? Wait, E. This is true? E maps to L and R maps to E. So what's this guy's problem? B maps to B, A maps to A, D maps to B, C maps to A. Okay, yeah, it's that. It's just that it's been already assigned. No one really has taken E, so E is fine. Yeah, okay, so I can't do this double thing. So I just need to make sure that the value is not being set twice. Am I also gonna do values? So we'll just do values dot add L2. So first let me add the hash map of L1 to equal to L2, and then just add it to that. But before I even do this, let me check if basically, okay, if L1 not in hash map and L2 in, then return false. Let's do it first. Let's just check, right? Once we use a value, it's gonna be it's done for, you know? So yeah. All right. Please, please. All right. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.